Hi guys, today we'll be discussing the question of people are fearful of technology, mainly because we are unfamiliar with it. We will spend time discussing on how far we will agree with this statement. And to have a more in-depth discussion, we will be using talk moves to develop our responses. In addition, each of us will also have roles. For example, Jenny and I are the facilitators, Gabriel and Josh are the presenters or the summarizers, and Tiffany is the scribe. Do note that this is a safe discussion space and we welcome all opinions.
Thank you, Benny, for that. As a facilitator, I'll get the ball rolling. So the question at hand is that people are fearful of technology because they are unfamiliar with it. Personally, I would agree with this statement to a large extent. Sometimes people can be very hardwired to fear things that they don't know much of, and technology keeps us on our toes.
That's an interesting way of putting it. However, could you clarify on that last part? What do you mean by technology keeps us on our toes?
What I meant is technology is ever changing and ever evolving. Technology is always providing us ways to enhance or change the way we do things normally. We almost never know what to expect.
Jenny, so what you're saying is that people are generally afraid of new things?
Well, not necessarily new things, but things that we are unfamiliar with or cannot comprehend just yet. For example, we have parents and grandparents who refuse to accept advanced technology because they are unfamiliar with it.
That's an apt example. I can add on to Jenny's point. Take home-based learning, for example. HBO is nothing new to us, but some of us were anxious because teachers had to learn how to teach in an online environment. And for us students, I feel we needed to relearn learning. At the same time, we needed to manage our mental health and learn how to avoid online distractions. I'm sure it was a stressful time.
Tiffany, how about you? Would you be able to restate what Josh said?
Yeah, I actually agree with Josh's point of view. I think that it's insightful how he linked the question to our daily lives. For example, we had to quickly adapt and learn how to navigate online lessons in SLS. On top of that, I remember how all of us had to reflect on our own learning styles during HBL. I realized that certain applications were more suited to my learning, while others were not helpful at all. Like Jenny, I'm sure all of us felt anxious at the time.
Thanks, Tiffany. I wonder if we can find any evidence or research to support this anxiety or stress in relation to technology.
If I may add on, I was actually doing some research on this topic. I found information on technophobia. It's basically when a person feels nervousness or a strong dislike of advanced technology or complex gadgets.
Oh, thanks for the information, Gabriel. However, I gotta disagree with one of the points you said. I don't think students or us teenagers in general dislike technology. I mean, there is some anxiety towards using it, sure, but I don't think we hate it. In fact, I think we thrive in it.
That's another way of looking at it, but what makes you say that?
I mean, according to research, 45% of our time, we teenagers are online, and 97% of that time is used on social media platforms. In fact, many teenagers have taken advantage of the social media platforms to create and build relationships. These definitely do not show signs of anxiety or hate towards the use of technology.
That's true. I'll add on to Benny's point. Teenagers are hardly without their handheld digital devices. We use them to get information, sure. But now we use our phones for everyday tasks like shopping and consuming media entertainment.
Thank you, Benny and Tiffany. Guys, I like where our discussion is going so far. I wonder how else we can look at this topic and what other angles can we explore.
I think that we can explore the fact that people are fearful of technology, not because we are unfamiliar with it. We are afraid of technology because of the negative effects of or consequences that comes along with it.
An interesting take to the question, Gabriel. What evidence would you use to support this claim?
Well, for example, we have the negative effects of social media, cyberbullying, issues of self-absorption and isolation, and even cybercrime like catfishing or scams. I argue that people are not afraid of advanced gadgets or technology, but rather they are wary of the effects on society.
I like the alternative viewpoint that Gabriel has given us. It brings depth to our discussion. Can we summarize what we've discussed so far? How can we link all these points?
Yeah, I think I can summarize the points we have made here to help Tiffany note down our discussion. There are a number of reasons why people might be fearful of technology. Being unfamiliar with it is one reason. Another reason would be people might be afraid of technology because of the effects of the use of technology. Society has indeed benefited from technology, but we engage it with caution.
All right, that pretty much sums it up. Thank you for the enriching discussion, guys. And I also like how respectful we are to each other's opinion and how we listen to each other. I also love how we evolve like the talk moves, like to carry the conversation.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Bye.